Good evening, friends. Stephen Benoon here with Israeli News Live. And listen, what you see on the screen when you're logging in. Let me just show this to you guys real quick. President Biden tested positive again. Here's why. All right, let me kind of scroll up. But it says, but the president's freedom from, was short-lived, and he has just tested positive for a second time. Read on to find out Biden has tested positive twice in 2 weeks. So, anyway, we don't really have to read on as far as that goes. I mentioned to you guys already that he is not out of the woods. God bless you, Sister Lorraine. And by the way, I have been reading your emails too, Sister Lorraine, just so you're aware. So, I don't always get a chance to respond, but I have been reading those. Thank you very much for sending them. So, at any rate, as I said to you, that people that I know there in D.C., though, they have been busy prepping Kamala to take his place in the event, worst case scenario, things go awkward and he has to step down or becomes incapacitated, or whatever the case may be. So, it is a serious situation, and the way it was explained to me, though, because of the things that he's had, I can't say that here. Even though it's just regular news, I can't say that. Yeah, we're going to go into China, too, in just a moment here. Just give me just 1 second. We'll talk about that, too. But the situation and what they said to me, though, is because of all the boosters, we'll put it that way, that he's had, has complicated things for him. And it only makes the situation worse, from the way I've been told. So, but even though you have a lot of people there that just do not want him as president, that are actually right there in his own government, but at the same time, they say the alternative would be much worse. So, anyway, Oh, and by the way, somebody asked, was it a clone? That's actually something I'm going to look into, because I have seen the videos there where he doesn't blink, things like that. To my knowledge, he does not have a clone. I do know that Bill Clinton did, but to my knowledge, he did not. Now, of course, they could have a clone. I mean, all presidents have doubles, so I don't know the answer to that, but I'm going to check into that, see if we can find out about that as well. All right, let's see if we can flip the screen back around. I want to take you over to Pelosi's Taiwan trip. Overrides Chinese military threats, from what what you can see in the news. I'm not hearing this personally, but what we see in the news is that the Pentagon feels like the threat has been downgraded enough that they can allow her to visit. No doubt this has kind of been overstated. Let me see if I can put this down and do it like this here for you guys. And the reason I say that is because I already know that the United States is standing down and will not defend Taiwan. All right? They're just not going to do it. I hate to say it, but that was the official word that I'd gotten, is that when China goes to take Taiwan back, we're not going to be involved. Unless something changes. There is still a very strong possibility that Trump may come back into power 2024. And that could change a lot of things. But as of right now, Biden is not, they already know that Biden's going to stand down. So it's more just about, what did you say, smoke and mirrors. Just everybody pretending like, the Chinese are pretending like they really care and they're going to threaten the United States if Pelosi goes over there. Now, granted, we do send a whole warship group there, a battleship group there, in order to protect her. It's kind of funny, though, when I was actually talking to some folks there in D.C. about this situation here, I did say, can't Hillary go with her? to Taiwan. Just a little joke, a little humor there. So, but at any rate, nonetheless, the situation is she is going to make the trip. Everything seems to be that it'll be okay, and no big deal. I did though, for just for you guys' knowledge there, I did get the video of Gog and Magog loaded over on Patreon. You know, it's just really of an interest. It's not a whole lot of different than what we spoke about last night, other than I shared the biblical, from the biblical side, the book of Ezekiel, the book of Revelation, etc., stuff like that, and just kind of discuss that. But I think you guys might find it a blessing if you want to catch that video there. But anyway, thank you for listening, and don't forget, if you would like, also subscribe to us, our YouTube channel, and I think I'm actually on that YouTube channel. Let's see. Yes, I am. Stephen Benoon. Let me quickly pull that up. Subscribe to this channel. This is my private channel that I have. Got a little over 7,000 of you guys are already there. But this is where we normally put up the videos from Patreon. Is the way I actually post them. And then eventually they end up, not all of them can go public, but some of them do. Actually, probably more than half of them actually go public as well. Just made one public recently, Intel Briefing. That I just made, and this one I just put it about an hour ago. So you might want to check that out. Might be a blessing to you there, because that's like I said, that's the platform where we load these things at. Anyway, God bless you. Thank you for listening. I'm Stephen Benoon. You're watching Israeli News Live. We will talk again tomorrow.